Welcome to the Quentin Moore Podcast.
He's making all things become new. Isaiah in 46 says, "Behold, I will do a new thing. Forget the former things. I'm going to do something new." If you're bored as a Christian, it's because you hadn't done anything new in a while. Oh, well. See, if we get connected, I'm going to tell on Garland this morning. He's not here to defend himself, and I'm going to tell on him. It's funny. We got up one morning, and we're going to put up 2 lamps. And he said, "Yeah, take me a couple hours to put up those 2. They're just lights that hang down over the bar." And he said, "Yeah, I'll take a couple hours. I'll put them." So, okay, a couple hours. So about 3 o'clock, we started at 9. About 3 o'clock, he said, "Okay, flip that switch." We flipped the switch, and that thing did not come on. Did not come on. I wish I'd had a camera. I'd have had a face at him, and I'd have put it up there. And he stood there and looked at it. I went on about my business. Sometimes you just don't want to say anything. And 2 buddies, you just don't want to say anything. And I had said earlier, I said, "Well, where are we getting power from?" "Oh, no, it's over here. We got this and we got that." And did you know we had to connect that thing to power? You have to make that thing hot before. It took us another 2 hours. It took 2 old men from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock taking 2 lamps over a bar. Boy, if I'd have had a good electrician, I could have got a lot more done. I see a lot of Christians flipping a lot of switches, but they're not connected to nothing. I see a lot of Christians living their life, and they go flipping switches, but they haven't been renewed. They're not connected again. There's no power running through their lives. And it's not that there's a lack of power, it's just that they don't live connected and they don't renew those things. It's really a cause for concern. So those that wait upon the Lord shall rise up or mount up on wings of eagles. To be able to look into creation and understand the metaphor, to be able to look into creation and go, "Oh, it's like that." To be able to look into the scriptures. In Exodus 19:4, the Lord said, "You yourselves have seen what I did to Egypt." Now let's think about that. You yourselves have seen what I've done to Egypt. He's talking about how Israel was in captivity, and the Lord went into their captivity and brought them out of their captivity. He said, "You have seen what I did to Egypt, how I carried you on eagle's wings." Listen to the metaphor. Listen to the picture. I came into your captivity, and I picked you up on eagle's wings. Do you see it? In other words, this eagle came in and delivered you from the bondages of Pharaoh. You got to realize that the Lord himself uses this imagery to reveal to you how he delivers people. It's supernaturally done. 430 years of bondage is removed because upon eagle's wings. In the Psalms, in Psalm 126, speaking about the captivity of Babylon when Israel gets itself in captivity over in Iraq. First time they were in captivity in Egypt, and then they end up in captivity in Iraq. And they're in captivity over there, and it says, "When the Lord brought back the captivity of Zion, we were like those who were in a dream." Have you ever been delivered from something and it felt like a dream? Listen, I have news for you. When God does something in your life, you'll realize you were asleep. When God really does great things in your life, you have no understanding as to how it happened, but it just felt like a dream. It just is like being lifted up on eagle's wings. The way God does stuff in people's lives is not because they do anything, but because he does everything. It's like having a ride on in just a moment. Have you not known and have you not heard that the everlasting God, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth, neither faints nor is weary. His understanding is unsearchable. He gives power to the weak, and to those who have no might, he increases their strength. Even the youths faint and are weary, and young men utterly. But those that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up. How many have been here waiting on the Lord? I mean, seriously, you're just waiting for this dream that walks you out of whatever the situation is that is like wings of eagles. Years ago, I remember the Lord said, "I didn't say buzzards." If you say buzzards, you change the whole picture. I mean, if you use the wrong bird, it changes the entire. Buzzards, always looking for something dead and filthy. Buzzards, always hanging around for something to die. They revel in wallowing in the pain of other people. They're attracted to problems. You ever seen a buzzard? They're attracted to problems. They're always there to spread the mess. The buzzards They just love to destroy, tear apart, rip to pieces. You ever met a buzzard? They're always there. He didn't say parrot. He didn't say parrot will deliver. You know what a parrot does? A parrot does nothing but mimic what it's heard. Doesn't understand a thing it says. Come on. You ever been around a parrot? They're the most filthy bird in the world. I remember years ago people said, we'll give you a parrot. Your kids need a parrot. And I thought, yeah, you need a parrot. I got 4 of them already saying what I say. I don't need another one. They just mimic. They ain't got any knowledge. They just repeat. It didn't say an ostrich. You ever seen an ostrich? A big old long neck, always putting its head in the... He didn't say he'd deliver you like an ostrich. See, you change one word, instantly I don't have to say anymore, right? It changes the image in your mind. And when the image in your mind is locked in, when I say delivered on eagle's wings, you got it, right? But he did not say ostrich. Always pretending it's not there. He didn't say chicken. Deliver you on chicken. You ever been around a chicken? My kids came to me a year ago. Heather goes, Dad, you need chickens. She had this Pinterest thing. It was pretty. It's this cute cage, and it was painted lime green. It had these cute little things for birds, you know. And she, Dad, you put chickens here. All the kids have chickens and eggs and down here, and you can handle chickens. I said, honey, have you ever been around a chicken coop? Takes about 2 weeks, and it is no longer pretty. And it stinks. And if them things get out, I said, I ain't having a chicken in this property. I left the farm, and I am not going back. Chickens. He didn't say I'd deliver you with chickens. He certainly didn't use the word turkey. They're gobble, gobble, gobble. I mean, no. He didn't say crows. He didn't say I'd deliver you with crows. They enjoy. I hate crows. I'll kill a crow. I'll kill a crow. Faster. I don't have much of a shot, but that 20 gauge shotgun can kill a crow. It makes a mess, but it'll kill a crow. Those crows will dive bomb other birds. They're always picking on other birds. They're always chasing other birds. They chase away my cardinals. They chase away my bluebirds. They chase away my orioles. And I got about 19 species of birds that hang out around my property. But if I catch a crow, I'm going to get rid of a crow. They're always following around. They raid. They're ruthless. They're loud. He didn't say sparrows. Sparrows are just social flitter. They just flitter around everywhere. They're going to every conference in the world. They're listening to everything, and they've got the latest thing, and they got nothing. They're just sparrows. I know a lot of Christians that are sparrows. They're just fluttering all over everywhere, never doing anything. But those that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength and mount up on wings like eagles. That word wait, there's another translation. The Hebrew means to bind together. Means to twist. Like you twist 3 cords of rope together. Those that wait and get bound up together so that a 3-fold cord is not easily broken. To wait doesn't mean just to wait on the taxi. It means to wait in expectation. It means to be so tied together that you'll never get it untied. Those that are so tied to the Lord. I'm really confused with people that have this Sunday morning go to meeting connection or do that. No. If we're going to wait on the Lord and mount up on wings of eagles, every fiber of our life has to be tied and connected into the presence of God. Am I making any sense? You're not going to get to ride an eagle if every area of your life isn't twisted into and the DNA of God. He says we'll actually share the divine nature, like coming together. Jesus said in the book of John that we might be one. That just as the Father and the Son are one, that we might be one. The number one calling on my life is this thing called unity, because I'm convinced that until the body of Christ quits arguing with one another, and for this matter, the world, they're never going to experience the greatness of God. As long as the body of Christ keeps bickering back and forth between this idea and that idea, they're never going to be one body working together to ever see the power of God come to place in their life. They can act like they are, but it will not happen. We're supposed supposed to be one with God, meaning His thoughts are our thoughts, His ways are our ways, His words are our words, and we look and sound and act like Christ. Those that wait upon the Lord and are bound together, connected together in such unity, because where brothers dwell together in unity, there I have commanded the blessing. In fact, Psalm 133 says, how blessed and beautiful it is. How glorious it is when all these individuals no longer think their individuality is the deal. Are you listening to me? When people begin to realize that individually they are not nothing compared to what they are, when those individuals begin to come together. See, in America, we so highlight individual accomplishments that we've forgotten we've been commanded to bring together that individual into this one. And when that one is centered around the oneness of God, that's beautiful. And there I've commanded the blessings. And there is life everlasting. Not in the celebrations of our individual accomplishment, but those that wait and twisted and bound together and live together in unity, there is life and there is blessing. And those are the ones that I'll lift up on wings of eagles and dribble out. Is this? Those that wait. Can I just suggest to you that God did not replace man? You could have been replaced. God didn't replace man, He became man. And we celebrate that every Christmas, right? The incarnation of God, how God became a man. He didn't replace, He became. And if He became a man, maybe we ought to become like Him. Maybe we ought. In fact, John 10:34 says, He know ye not that ye are gods, that you've been twisted together, and that He is like you and you are like Him. Those that wait upon the Lord shall mount up. Notice He didn't say flap. I see so many Christians that are flappers.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Quentin Moore Podcast. You can connect with Quentin online at quentinmoore.com or on social media using @BishopQuentin.